Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is September 1st, 2022, and today is Thursday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, British pound breaks lower to new lows for the year. But first, looking at the major economic events of today at 4 p.m. South African time. Out of the United States, we have ISM Manufacturing PMI number coming out. Now, as we look at the Forex symbols, the Japanese yen is also making news as it's making new highs versus the dollar. Looking at the indices, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ both tumble again. And looking at commodities, gold sells off while oil sells off as well and trades lower. Now, looking at the tech stocks, they traded lower as well, and that's what brought the markets lower yesterday. And lastly, looking at Bitcoin, not doing much and unchanged. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go. We're looking at the Gbp Usd at a weekly chart, and look at that. We're back to our lows of 2020 when we got down here because of COVID, and we're right there. This is really very, very instrumental, as this is really a major level for the British pound to break. Now, it's been trickling lower, but you can see altogether it's been in this downward spiral for quite some time. Now, looking at the longer term effects of this, because this is really, I mean, we haven't been in this type of area in a very, very long time, and this is even after what has happened after Brexit, as you can see here, when we went down from 170-ish level down to as low as 115-ish level. So this is really colossal, because if it breaks 115 and it breaks it further down, we could even be 1-to-1 with the British pound versus the dollar, which is historical. I mean, this is just really amazing. Now, looking at the Japanese yen, it's right there. It's looking to break out. This is its resistance area, 139. It's on lower volume, but if it does break out, then we could see it just capitulate as well. So keep that in your form. Now, looking at gold, trading at 1704, getting back to our bottom of that Fibonacci retracement, the lower Fibonacci retracement. And if it does get closer to it and it does break down, we could see it in the 1600 point range. Now, looking at oil, also retracing down to $88. Now remember, oil has support at $85, so we're a few dollars away from that, but nonetheless, we're still been trading in a range, as you could see here, okay? But if momentum continues, then we could see this breakdown as well. Now, looking at the major indices, the Dow Jones trading at 31,405. That's 15 to 1,600 points lower than where we were just a couple of weeks ago. It just seemed like everything was perfect, and you see everything turns on a dime. So keep that in mind here, as this is making its correction right before September, and September is, generally speaking, a sell-off month. Now, looking at the NASDAQ, also retracing here to 12,142 as it's breaking down as well. Now, the biggest stocks that are broken down is Microsoft. Microsoft continues to sell off, continues to see some weakness. Apple also, as you can see here, 157, continues to show us some weakness. Now, it is at a semi-supportish area for Apple, so I do anticipate maybe a late summer rally as we're going into the balance of the weekend. Monday, remember, is Memorial Day in the United States. It's a national holiday. The markets will be closed. Lastly, I wanted to do this once again. Intel making no lows for the year. Now, they're incremental. They're not big changes day to day, but they're very important. It shows that money is being flowed out of this stock. Now, this is a big company with some major holdings around the world, and it's a very instrumental company because of its distribution of microchips across the board. So this is really an important level for it to be retracing to. Now, lastly, looking at Bitcoin, unchanged. So 20K, 20.5K really, and not doing much here. So keep your hands off of it, at least for now, until we have some sort of breakout in one direction or another. Focus your time on something like the GBP, on the yen, on the US stocks. There's other things to focus on. Can't get hyped up just because it's a cryptocurrency. So keep that in mind, as this is really just consolidating at this area. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.